What's up, sir? How are you?
Doing all right, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Or should I? What's your name?
I don't know, man. I don't know anymore.
Your birth name's Alex Gibson, right?
Birth name's Alex Gibson. What's
Why
what's
you
yours?
going by
McCannon?
Pablo Gibson.
Pablo Gibson. You handing me this receipt right here? What's on this receipt?
It's your fucking receipt from Guitar Center, and your name's Pablo Gibson on it.
Is it- Oh, dude, I completely forgot about that. Dude he looked at me. He's like, "Yo, do you have a name with us?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, I bought gear here all the time." He's like, "Oh, yeah." And so it was he tried Alex Gibson, Andre Gibson, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not finding nothing." I was like, "Do Pablo Gibson, bro. Do Pablo Gibson. I'm over it. I'm over it. I just want my mic.
So why wouldn't you just fucking use your real name at that point then?
I think he thought it was funny, and he's just like, "All right, I'll go with it. I'll go with it." I didn't think he actually. Where do you see Pablo on this? I didn't think he would actually do that. That's pretty dope, though.
Right there,
He really did. Hey,
Pablo Gibson.
so you get me anything from Guitar Center? Use Pablo Gibson.
Pablo Gibson. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So why have you never did drugs? That's the real question. You're going to buy a drug affiliate A-lists, but you're not doing drugs.
Why is Pablo?
Pablo Escobar?
I thought you were
That's
just
the
going with the
only
Spanish. I
reason.
thought you were just going for the with
No,
the
I'm not an
Spanish
asshole.
perspective.
I'm going by the drug lord named Pablo Escobar.
Why have I never messed with you? I don't know, bro. I just saw a lot of what it did to people, and I was like, not about it.
Because you never just thought.
I came that close several
Trying
times to try and dick. No, I don't know. Came pretty close to thinking about trying weed when I was younger because it was fucking everywhere. Everyone has it. It's so easy to get. I'm like, no,
Because you're a follower. Everyone else is doing it. I might as well just fucking do some
no.
weed.
Peer pressure is so annoying to me. So fucking annoying to me. The worst way to get me to do something is to be like, bro, everyone else is doing it. You got to do it. I'm like, it's too mainstream,
I'll
bro.
just start peer pressuring you the opposite way then.
Yeah.
But bro, give me like $100. No one else is doing it.
All right. Order the deal.
You're right.
Order the deal. Fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Warcraft. What else sums up our past couple weeks here? South Park.
Pretty much Warcraft. That's the main
Cringe
one.
videos.
Yeah, cringe videos.
Okay.
Too, for sure.
Yo, Vine versus what's the new one? TikTok.
Yeah.
Vine versus TikTok. What you feeling?
Vine.
Vine just because of the quality of the content, or just in general the
No,
6-second
just
videos
'cause-
versus?
Well, one, like there's well, TikTok for me, the most part, the only cool thing I've seen off TikTok is cringe. You know what I'm saying? But Vine's got some pretty funny shit that's not cringe, but also like fucking. The thing I like about Vine is like it was like 5 seconds. That's over. Next video. You know what I'm saying? TikTok could be a fucking lengthy. Like it would not obviously not 4 or 5 minutes, but
See, I actually prefer TikTok, but the quality of Vine, like the slapstick comedy, just sticks a lot harder. So I'll give you that.
yeah, for sure.
Like the girl with the fan, slowly backing into it,
What was
just getting her
better is
head
how hard
pounded back by a fan, and slowly realizing.
What was better is like you fucking were like, what are you laughing at? Did you not see that, dude?
I didn't see it. At all. I just see her
She
get
got
up and
hit
just kind
up
of.
so
I thought she was just trying to do like a rock star move, like Tenacious D, when he's trying to learn how to play on stage. And he's just like leaning back, and I go back and like, oh no, she's getting her ass pounded by the fan. All right.
So you just never had any interest in doing drugs, huh?
Not in the slightest, especially not now.
No,
Especially
why,
not
why
now.
not now? Because Miley Cyrus smoked weed, and you're like, well, that shit can't be that cool.
I was like, bro, drugs makes your ass go flat. I'm out. I'm so far out.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. So you never thought about LSD or psychedelics or anything like that?
100%, I did. To be real with you, I did, but I always tell myself, there's got to be a goal first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
Well, become a millionaire, then I'm supposed to be an acid head all the time.
Yeah. I want to be an extreme pothead. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, yo, how's the success going? I'm gonna be like, bro, have you ever thought
You're a
that dog backwards is God? You know,
sure,
just hit it
yeah.
with some facts.
Yeah, that's cool.
But no, not really. It's just not what I'm about. I used to be into drinking only because that little bit of when it gets you buzzed.
Yeah.
I like that a little bit, and then it got to the point where I kept drinking, and I wasn't about it.
Well, see, that's the cool thing with weed. You know how like you start drinking, you get like super fucking drunk, Dimebag Daryl drunk, and you're just like, fuck, oh, dude, God, come on now, God, come on, get me through this. Weed, you can smoke as much as you want. You should go to sleep. It never gives your stomach cramps or makes you throw up.
I think for me it was just the logic perspective of if I smoke it, I'm not gonna be able to get the jobs I want that pay better.
Yeah, that's just stupid though.
That's just dumb.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah. I really threw up once on weed. That's because I drank 2 gallons of milk. No, a gallon, and ate 2 big-ass salads. Because in my head I was stoned, so I was like, oh, I could eat anything. And my body's like, no, that's still limitations. Like, you're not a fucking superhuman. I was like, my uncle's like, are you ODing? I was like, nah, dude, it's weed. I just ate a bunch of salad and drank a gallon of milk.
I just remember even drinking, though, got ruined for me that last time I had that. I accidentally got into a drink contest with a dude, owner of a company, millionaire. So he slapped a couple $100 bills. He's like, order anything. And I'll never forget taking that last drink, filling my mouth up with puke, and I'm like, I'm fucking over this already, dog. This is horrible.
Drinking's cool it's like when you first turn 21, but I started drinking when I was like 14, so I turned 21 when I was 14. And then after, like, I don't know, it's just lame. It puts you in a bunch of fucked up situations. And what's crazy is like when you're drinking with somebody and they turn out to be assholes or something like that, it just turns into you can't leave because you're drunk, so you can't like get in your car and drive. And it brings out the worst in people. I've never seen anybody be like, oh, I'm an asshole in person when I'm sober, but once you get me drunk, I'm fucking a good time to be around. It's like, oh, hey, no, I'm an asshole, and I'm a huge asshole, you know?
I've seen both. I've seen it where people smoke, and then they're cool. They're like, bro, I got to smoke before we can hang out.
You talking about weed?
My weed.
Oh, that's different.
I've also heard people like, yo, I gotta get a couple beers in me, and like a dime bag type of like, yo, let me get a couple shots, and we'll hit up some places, and we'll just go wilding.
Yeah.
I've seen both, but I've also seen it where they're like, yo, let's go do this, and like they smoke a little bit, and they turn into Tally. They're like, yo, let's go conquer the world. Let's get high.
Yeah.
What are we doing again?
So that was with me when I smoke. It's just what's wild is when I was 13, 14, and I was smoking, going to public places. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, I want everybody to know I'm stoned, you know?
Yeah.
And as soon as I hit 18, I was like, I could legally go to like adult jail. I was like, yo, I don't want anybody to know this shit. I was like, I thought that was wild. It was like, yo, I don't give a fuck who knows it. Oh shit, I don't want to go to jail. I just go to McDonald's. I'll go to places where nobody knows. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, I work at fucking McDonald's. It's 3 in the morning. I don't give a fuck if you're stoned. I'm like, yo, they can't fucking know, bro.
They're just stoned themselves half the time too. Anyway,
Yeah, for sure.
That's what was one of the funniest things. If I'm like, remember when what was it, Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 came out? I was over at your house for like a week, and we hit up Denny's.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We looked like we were homeless, but I remember walking in. You're in a tank top. I'm just sitting there in a shirt. You're in basketball shorts and like some dirty little jeans because we were up for like a week. Yeah. We walk in and we fit in. We fit in so perfectly because everyone else is also in a tank top, look homeless, super high.
About to go to Walmart.
Yeah, about to go to Walmart. That's like the hangout, you know?
Have you seen these new videos on YouTube where it's like they do pranks, right? So like, I'm a big prank guy. So, like, in my head, I was like, yo, this shit's just crossing the line to me. So, like, it's not really crossing the line because I believe you could do anything you want to do, freedom of speech and all that shit. But it's like the Nazi that stands on the corner and spouts off hate speech. Like, he's got the right to do that, and I'm about giving him that right. But you got to use common sense. Like, if you start spewing off hate and a shit ton of people come out and punch you in the fucking mouth, like, well, it's also their right, too. You know what I'm saying? Art of the deal. Yeah. So these new pranks, or I don't know if they're new, they're new to me, is people will like take a nickel, something that sounds like the N-word, and go up to black people and be like, what's up, my nickel? And of course the black people are like, boom, boom, fucking drops them, right? Or someone will be like, what the fuck are you saying? They're like, dude, it's a prank. And I was like, yo, that's not really a prank to me. That's just going up and fucking like flirting with death and being like, oh, you can't hit me, dude. It's just all in fun. Like one dude actually says it, but he's got a flyer for a nightclub. And he's like, and all these fucking people are like, what did you say to me? Fucking best ones is this fucking OG's riding on a bike. Comes up and says, what the fuck? Bam! Hits him, right? So he goes, dude, it's a prank. His nose is all bleeding. And he's like, oh, you got me on camera? I got warrants. So he jumps on his fucking bike and takes off. I was like, yeah, dude's a fucking thug. But yeah, it's like, how do you feel about that? Like, I feel like that's
how edgy is too edgy though. You know what I'm saying? Like that for sure. It's just asking to be punched in the face.
Yeah, right.
But I feel like that's partially. He's like, oh, yo, if something happens, it's gonna get huge.
Yeah, but also like, does that fall under like I could snatch up somebody's kid and start like halfway down the sidewalk and like, just kidding, it's a prank. You know
I guess just me personally. I also think about future. Like so, in the future, the rapper Future. I think about Future a lot. No, but imagine doing that and like 2 weeks later you get a day job, and that went viral. because they do knock you out. You're in a compilation video, someone sees you, someone recognizes you. Like there's legitimately people who get fired over TikTok because they make TikToks that work. So now imagine if you're, because that's easily hate speech. And that shit follows
100%.
you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit 100, especially in the new generation, PC Principal. PC Principal is walking around punching everybody in the mouth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we got PC babies. You're kidding me for this shit. You're kidding me.
That's actually, when I was into Juggalo, when I was down with the clown, there was these chicks on YouTube who would like lip sing ICP songs, right? So I remember like they did it for like 2 years, and all of a sudden the chick, Twiggy, I think her name was, some shit like that. It was fucking she was a juggalette, woo 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 fam, woo woo. Anyway, so fucking she got an interview at like, she said her job would be making bank. And I was like, yeah. She's like, it was life-changing money. Because she like made a whole post about it. And she's like, I'm not doing any more videos. Because she would like do a hatchet. She'd be like stripping. Because, you know, there's not that many stripper quality juggalettes, I guess you would say. So, they're all fat. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm beating around the bush. I shouldn't have said it. But anyway, so she was like, I'm gonna stop doing videos because it cost me a job. Like, so this place, she said it was a bank. I don't know which bank. Said they did an interview, and it went great. They're like, yo, we got one more interview, and then you get hired. But the only way, like, you're not gonna get the job is if you're a felon, you lied about it. We're gonna do the background check, blah blah blah. Well, this is like MySpace days, so this is like really before anybody thought about like, oh, jobs search my, you know, social media. So she said that she went back for the second interview, and it was like with the manager of the bank, and he was like, "Oh, can you explain these?" And it was just her dancing naked with hatchets and shit. And she's like, "Oh yeah, shit. Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I'm a juggalette." Blah, blah. He's like, "What's a juggalette?" And he thought it was like a form of like a gigolos, like a female prostitute. And she explained to him like, "No, it's about this rap group, ICP." But he's just like, "All right, no doubt." So he's not like violent or anything like that. Like, you're not in a cult. And she was like, "No." He's like, "Well, we still don't want to hire you because that's not our image. We're trying to uphold a family image, and you're clown paint on with blood dripping on your mouth, dancing with hatchets naked, and that's not really what we do." I keep
finding that in that ICP group where it just they just go back. What's that word? They counter everything that they mean to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember I was telling you about the Cypher 3. Everyone listen, go watch the fucking Cypher 3. When they got labeled a gang, they come out and they make this whole thing out where they're like, majority of everybody's raps was about Twisted killed it, but they always do. But it was about how it's so wrong. They're just family. It's just fucking music. Was their whole message? Is just music. And they, after Violent J comes out, he's like, "Oh, label us a gang. That's wrong, man. We're just family." I bet he yells family. That little dude comes out there. It's so hilarious. He's like, "I'm a G from the streets. I stab you in the throat." I'm just like,
he's like,
why did you just say that? Like, you just went against like every line he says. He's like, "I'm a G. I've always been a straight killer. They call me anybody killer." I don't remember the dude's name. It was so damn funny. I remember watching it going like, "You just killed the whole theme of this."
So you were a juggaho back in the day, huh?
Fuck, I wore the jacket, I wore the wristband, and I listened to the music. This shit killed me because for years all I did was wear all black, and I wore like Nirvana shirts, Metallica shirts, Slipknot shirts,
My Chemical Romance shirts.
Low key, yeah, he's my boo. But everyone
What's
thought
the lead singer's name?
Yes. So anyway,
yeah, fucking poser, you're just being a juggaho and everything.
100%. When I was.
I can sing that shit. I don't need to know his name.
But that's the only part I know. But so everybody wanted if any kid wears all black, he's automatically he's goth. And if he's got the long hair, he's emo. I was called emo like one time, but it was always goth. So I started wearing the Juggalo shirt. I thought it looked badass because I went to Hot Topic. I bought a jacket. It was like $80. I was like, a badass jacket. It was like black and red with the hatchet man on the back and on the sleeves.
Woo woo, fam.
Woo woo, woo woo. And it was just, I loved it. And I had the wristband. I was like, this shit looks dope. I worked at school, and all of a sudden these kids, like 12 kids, would come up and like be like, "Yo, whoop whoop, family." And I'm like,
"What the fuck are y'all talking about?"
Like, whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Who we whooping?
Yeah.
Are we whooping me, guys? I'm not about that. And I just remember I kept getting asked like, "You juggalo? You juggalo? You juggalo?" Like, what the? Yeah, sure. I'm a fucking juggalo. I don't care. I would be because I dig the music. I would listen to the music. I listen to like people like Twisted, people in their camp.
Their lineup back in the
And,
day was fucking dope. Their label lineup, ICP, when they were in like
Yeah.
their Joker card era, was fucking pretty solid. Twisted's always been solid. ABK was good. He wasn't nearly as good as Twisted. Twisted was definitely the ICP and Twisted was definitely.
When I heard
the
Abominations,
headshot.
I was 100% about it.
See, I heard the Green Book, which was a play on the Evil Dead book, and like
Yeah.
it started out the same. It was like Legend has it. It was written by the Dark One. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm about him. Instantly, I was like, yo, Twisted's the shit. Yeah, I've always liked Twisted. Go ahead, though.
Oh, anyway, so I started wearing it. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's a juggalo, dude." What killed me is they're like, "Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense." Yeah. Like, how does that make sense? Like, oh, clowns, Alex, he's a clown.
He wears black.
He wears black. It fits, man. It
He
fits.
fucks with hatchets.
And all of a sudden, though, like these people are like, this dude comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, you juggalo?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck that is." I just started agreeing to it because nobody would shut. Everybody kept yelling shit at me, and I just went about it. He's like, "Oh, bro," and he explained it to me. He's like, "Oh, so you're a juggaho?" Like, you're instantly making me regret ever listening to ICP. So please explain to me what you're talking about because I'm already hating the band now. And he breaks it down, and I'm just like, all right, that makes sense. It's like Slipknot with maggots. You know what I'm saying? If you're wearing a Slipknot shirt, like, but there's not like, oh, maggots, we decay things.
Most people
we eat decay.
we decay things. We kill it and watch it fucking rot. Oh no, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like with Slipknot, it's a lot chiller because people every time fucking I'm wearing a Slipknot shirt, somebody just like, "Oh, Slipknot, nice shirt, man." That's it. But with like ICP, like you said, you got to justify why you like it.
It just fucking kills me because
What's the real names? Where they from? Did they start? They started as Inner City Posse. Yeah.
Which one of them do you think is a better rapper?
Violent J.
For me, it was Shaggy.
He doesn't really rap that much though.
It's whenever I heard his side project. I'd have to look it up. But he made a side project
Poser.
with 3 6 Mafia.
Go to rub me to
And when I-
hole all the time.
When I heard him with 3 6 Mafia, I was about it. I think it's called Killjoy. When I heard him with that, and he actually rapped, I was about it.
Well, he could rap like a motherfucker. They just fucking.
Plus, he's just fucking hilarious to listen to.
I just like his screams. That's why I liked him originally.
Yeah.
But Violent J said the only reason he's not like 50-50 on raps is he's never in the studio, which threw me off when I was like 13, 14 when I heard that. And I was like, what else is he fucking doing? He's in ICP. He's just like, no, I don't have time to go to the fucking. You rap. I'll fucking show up and just yell at people. Yeah, dude. Shaggy and they're both cool dudes. I got along with Violent J more. Violent J just seemed like my dad, like a grown up version of me. You know what I'm saying? We act the same. We're both fat. And he was the first fucking person. I remember fucking growing up, everybody that was fat, just like, oh man, I felt so much better losing weight. Blah blah. blah. I eat too much. Blah blah blah. And Violent J was like, nah, I fucking love to eat, son. Fuck that. I'm fucking fat as fuck, and I'm cool with it. You know?
Have you seen him recently?
He goes up and down.
Yeah.
He goes up and down all the time. Like he gets super skinny and then gets super fat. It's just like it's like they're super bored. They're like, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna get fat. Now I'm gonna get skinny. Yeah, he was the original Mac from Always Sunny.
I just respect.
I was just fitting the plan, Shaggy.
I just weeks. But Loki, I watched ICP thing. I don't know why it got me. Well, I watched him on ICP Theater, and I started watching a couple of interviews and hearing him talk. Like he's like, back in the day in Detroit, you had to have a gimmick when you rapped, and when you rapped, if you had a good gimmick and if you could somewhat rap, you could do something with it. He's like, back in the day, there was like people like, I'm the Crow. I carry a crow with me, and I came back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? And he said back in the day, there was 2 ways to get big with rap. Either one, you take it the album approach, and you just build up your own empire. Like you're handing out CDs, you're trying to get a bigger following, play as many shows as you can. He said number 2, you try to wait to get discovered. He's like, what Eminem? The difference between Eminem and ICP. Eminem just was a better rapper. They said he could freestyle, and he was good at it. You know what I'm saying? And so that was his approach. He's going to freestyle. And
Did you ever hear Proof?
Who is
His
it?
best friend, Proof.
No.
When he was freestyling back in the day, Proof was a fucking. See, I found the video through Twisted because Twisted rapped with ICP or with ICP. They rapped with Eminem and Proof at the shelter. I guess that's what it's called, the shelters, where they would freestyle.
Yeah.
And Twisted always talked about like they would go in there and get fucking booed out because they sucked at freestyling. But Proof was real good. They said Proof was so good that he could fucking like he would have shit in his pockets and he would just pull it out and start freestyling about it. I got a receipt for Guitar Center, Pablo.
I think the only dude that ever like broke it down was Tech Nine. He's like, so the way you freestyle, you start off written. Yeah. He's like, every rap you go, because they're expecting you to say like, oh, right, drop some like bars on me. 3 or 4
bars.
So he's like, the first he said, the first 2 bars will be written. Then he'll freestyle off of that, and then the next 2 bars will be written. Freestyle off that, the next 2 bars will be written. And he goes, you go back and forth like that. That way you always have something in your head. You know what I'm saying?
No, fuck that. Tech Nine's whack.
Tech Nine's whack.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's any real like technique to do it as far as fucking just some people can do it, some people can't. Like, but they said, yeah, I seen the video of Proof when he was young. He was a fucking savage, bro. Because he would fucking like when he would rap battle you, he would joke your gear. You know what I'm saying?
Is he still around?
He's dead, bro. He got murdered.
How the fuck must you act like I'm supposed to know that?
Everybody knows that.
No, I don't know that.
Well, just because you know what I mean. But fucking Eminem made a song about it. It was a whole big deal.
Who's Eminem?
I don't even fucking likes those candies.
I was watching Metalocalypse. I was watching fucking Proof and Eminem. I don't know who the fuck those are.
No, he got fucking murdered, man. R.I.P. to Proof.
R.I.P. I'll second that.
I didn't know he was dead, but fucking yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, I'll show respect. Just because I don't know who the motherfucker is, I mean, I'm not going to show respect towards it.
No, he's a savage. Though. He was a good rapper. All right, so pick 2 animals, right? What would be an animal you fuck with? Well, I guess it could be the same animal. What would be an animal like if you could tame any animal? Like the whole, like it's a wild, like a snake. You can never tame a snake.
So there's no like, oh, well, it's going to eat me when I sleep. So it's just if you could have 2 animals in general.
So if you could have, yeah, you could do like the animal you would fuck with, like your side partner. But say like for me, that's a koala bear. So they're obviously not vicious. So I want 2 animals. I want like a koala bear companion and then a badass animal, right? What would be your 2? Or 1. It could be the same animal if it's good. Like you're
so there's no prerequisite of this was going to be for utility. This
let's
was
just say like
for cuddling. You know what I'm saying?
The planets lined up and the fucking when you got this when you got the animal and it hatched or birthed or whatever the fuck it did, it just linked up with you and it fucked with you hardcore. It was vibing with you. You know, like Adventure Time.
I would want a wolf for one, only because in the wild they sleep. They sleep. They sleep in these packs together. So low key cuddle buddy. Plus, it's gonna fucking kill somebody. So I'd go wolf. Honestly, I would say parrot right now because I'm all about a parrot. I just want to walk around dressed as a pirate with a parrot.
Such a follower.
And I would wear just earrings on like one ear. And people are like, yo, why do you only have it on one ear? Like, yo, because it keeps the parrot on my shoulder.
Pirate.
What's yours, man?
Koala bear would be my companion.
Why?
It's a koala bear.
Good enough.
I don't have a reason. Does anybody really know what they do? They're just fucking chill.
Lame.
So fucking boo, Wendy, boo.
We don't even know what a refugee is.
Yeah. So fucking. I've seen that post. I don't feel like it's real, but it could be where there was a huge wildfire in Australia, and 98% of all koala bears are dead now. I was like, that just doesn't seem right. But I hope not. Anyway, second animal would probably be like an anaconda would be cool. Fuck with an anaconda. See, a shark or an octopus would be cool. Like a giant squid type ordeal. If I could wrap people up and you punch them in the fucking mouth. But then you got to be in the ocean all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure to go koala bear.
I think in my head I'm thinking ark. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's why. That's the
when you said the octopus, I'm thinking ark straight up, and I'm like, they got me second guessing myself because I was like wolf and parrot. Now I'm like, I want a megalodon and I want a T-Rex.
Koala bear, fucking would be the little side. My homie that got like chill in my house. See, anaconda would be cool because it could just be stealthy as fuck. They're pretty fast.
Because it can sing Nicki Minaj to you, or what?
Yeah. Well, no, that's a reference to a giant dick. I don't want a giant dick, Alex. I want a fucking giant snake. No, because I watched Anacondas recently, and I was like, I would fuck with one of those so hard. That'd be cool, dude. Have a giant snake. Anaconda?
Like, what about it that was like, oh, yo, I want
Because
one?
they look fucking badass, bro. They just fucking they wrap you up. They can snatch anything. They can eat pretty much anything. Obviously, in the movies, it's drama. You know, it's just fucking
Don't they
drama.
only eat like once every 4 weeks?
I don't give a fuck what they do. But yo, a giant snake like that, you do what you do, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come holler at me when you're ready to go to sleep or some shit. But yeah,
Come holler at me when you're ready to go to sleep.
yeah.
All right.
But just don't eat my koala bear, you fuck face. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. There's a lot of animals I thought would be cool, like owls. I'm a huge fan of owls.
Yeah.
But there's so much work that goes in with them. You gotta have a license to have one, and like so the license is not even like you get to have one. It's like you get to run like a sanctuary for them. More than they're better, you gotta let them go. And on top of you having this license, you gotta go give like you gotta pretty much teach people about owls. So you gotta like go to classrooms or go to fucking public events and be like owls. But I was like, what the fuck does that gotta do with me just meeting an owl?
That's super lame already.
My thing was my thing was like, why are owls? Are they endangered? Because I've never heard anybody like,
Are
yo,
they
owls are
aggressive?
endangered. No, owls are definitely aggressive, but there's like anything else that can,
okay.
if you fuck with them, they're cool. You know what I'm saying?
Can't throw rocks at.
But I don't know why the fuck you would need why you need a special permit for them and shit. Because everything I've read on, there's no like special disease that could get out of hand or anything. You can't keep them inside.
What was the craziest animal you seen in person?
In person, I don't know, man.
I think for me though, the only experience with an animal that sticks out only because it was just once in a lifetime. At least it felt like it at the time I was a kid. Was riding an elephant. Low key, it was super painful because they've got their spine sticks out. Either that or we got
I've rode
one.
before.
Either that or he was just super sick.
Yeah, I think it was super sick. My elephant was fat as fuck, bro. I just remember when I rode the elephant, for one, it felt like I was going to slide off.
Yeah, see, I remember feeling that, but he had like a little bit of a spine. It wasn't like a Spinosaurus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it was just
holding
enough.
on to his back
I just remember
bones.
like low key, like the whole time, like me and my two little cousins, we were just laughing like crazy. I don't even know why. We were like, this is cool, bro. I'm fucking Tarzan.
right now.
Tarzan ain't got nothing on me right now. And I just remember when we got off, I'm like, this is, oh my God, that hurts so bad.
Yeah, I was fucking everything I do in public. I think about like dude, that's how weird I am. Like when I'm in the store in Walmart, I'm thinking like if I hear gunshots, what I'm about to do. I'll do it every time I go anywhere like that. I think of like if this happens, if dinosaurs come back, and the fucking Jurassic Park just happens right now, what I'm about to do, and I'll plan that shit out. That's why I like people that go out in public with me. Like I've been out in public with girlfriends. Like, why are you pissed off? What are you thinking about? You thinking about another girl? I'm just like. A fucking pterodactyl flies through the ceiling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. So fucking, but 9 times out of 10, it's like shootings or some shit like that. Like, what if this dude punches his wife? How would I do? You know? So fucking, it started with the elephant. The elephant's what triggered all that train of thought. So fucking, we got on the elephant. And we got halfway around, like the circle, and the elephant started acting shady. And it was like fucking, kind of like bucking. I was like, whoa, dude! It's like, fuck, what is this, bro? So it calmed down. It was chilling. Low key, it was just probably a circus elephant that got fucked over all the time. So it was just pissed off.
Yeah.
So fucking, we got off of it, and then the next people, it actually like fucking kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like it fucking like jumped up on its back legs. You know, kind of like what do they call it when a horse throws you off?
Just bugging.
Yeah, it was kind of
just
doing
bucking
it was
me
doing the
off.
elephant
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of that, and the kid fell. I was like, whoa. So then fucking from that point on, I was like. That's wild. Because that was my biggest fear while I was riding it. I was like, what if I slide off and it steps on me? Like, an elephant's going to do what the fucking elephant wants to do at the end of the day, you know? But yeah, dude, that's like fucking wild. So because of that, and I seen that kid get, like, he didn't get hurt or anything. I think he slid off more.
See, I do that with random facts people shoot out. They're like, spiders are the same size as humans, and every spider, because they outnumber us by far.
No, I don't believe
And
that.
they're like, yo, if they were the size of humans, we would die in a day.
That was me you had the discussion with, I'm pretty sure. When we were at Tom's Market and we were talking about if bugs were the same size as
No, I'm
humans.
talking about like on Facebook, you'll see them all the time. That's how we met, isn't it?
Yep.
That was one of the first conversations. I don't remember what it was, though, but I remember it was apocalyptic.
We were talking about if it fucking.
I think you asked me, like, how would you survive?
if
blah, blah, blah,
radiation
blah.
made bugs, like all species of bugs, super fucking like human size. And we went to this whole thing about going into a submarine and going underwater for X amount of time, come back up for supplies and go back down. Because bugs are literally just going to take over the world.
God, what? Because I feel like if they're human size, I feel like even cockroaches. Because people think like, oh, spiders and ants,
Ants
cockroaches,
can fuck you up, man. 'Cause you got to think
100%.
ants can like pick up 16 or twice the amount of their weight.
Yeah,
So imagine a fucking ant our size. Motherfucker be picking up cars and
They
shit.
could crush your
throwing them.
skull with their damn pinchers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude, for sure. Have you ever fucking stepped on one of those the pincher ants?
We talking about.
You know, because the ants got the pinchers. Some of them don't. Like, or
You talking about like the big wood ants or something?
yeah, dude. So I didn't know there was different types of ants
used-
growing up.
yeah, see,
so I was like, I would just be stepping
Low
on
key, I
ants
saw an
all
ant
the time.
massacre. I saw the ant holocaust. I was ripping off this dude's roof. It was his porch, but he was right underneath the tree. It was an old fucking roof. Like it was all of it. Like I had to replace several pieces of decking. It was just rotted. But when I lifted up the shingles, there was a bunch of like little white spots. I was like, what the hell? So I go around it, and then I tear off that one piece of shingle, and it's like a bunch of, I don't know what you call it, like larvae, like baby ants. But when I exposed them, the parents were like, normal ants, like small ants, were picking them up and trying to walk off with them, like trying to protect them. Yeah. And those fucking wood ants. Kaylee didn't hit me up with this. They said that they'll eat smaller ants. And so what happened was these wood ants beside this tree saw what I was doing, like, yo, our time is now.
Yeah, dude, they just planned it out.
And so
for
literally,
years.
like a line of fucking wood ants were coming up and picking them up, them and the babies, and just like walking back to the tree with them. I was like, yo, I just fucking caused a massacre.
Yeah,
I remember because
thank you, God.
I just remember because they were hollering over like, what are you looking at? Like, or up from the ground. I'm just like, yo, I'm watching fucking Ant Hitler here.
Everybody stop working. Come look at this.
I just remember I took a picture somewhere on my phone. There's a picture because I remember like, this is kind of horrifying. This is cool.
This is pretty fucking metal.
Pretty metal.
Yeah, no, dude. It's a wild like how fucking ants are like. All right, so I was a little kid and I didn't know there was different types of ants. The only ones I knew about was like normal ants like we have, like your everyday ant, like house ant, I guess you would call. And fucking then like African fire ants, you know, which I knew they wasn't here. So I remember being barefoot and I was just fucking like just being a little asshole and killing a bunch of ants. And so if I could post it up. So I'm gonna step on this ant, and it was like one of those fucking ants with a pincher. It pinched the fuck out of me, and that's when like I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
I think you're talking about the ant wasps, or they're
they're
named after. They look like a wasp, but they're wingless. They have no wings, and they're giant. They're like about that size.
It's a giant black ant.
It's a giant black ant,
Yeah,
and I forget what they're
king
called.
Ant. I stepped on it, it fucking pinched or stung the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah, no, they're all like that, and I remember that it's exactly like a wasp except no wings. I was like, that is why, damn, nature, you scary.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt.
So fuck it, dude. It's wild. It's wild to think like there's in your grass outside. There's like fucking probably like hundreds of different species of different insects and shit, right? And just like that whole like fucking what would you call it? Like an ecosystem exists, and we just pass it every day. We don't know, but like low key, that's like a jungle to them. That's the rainforest, and there's death every day.
It's crazy how delicate it is too. You ever see that article of the woman who, like, I think she got a bunch of fish. She rescued them or took them from somewhere, and she went to a place in a harbor and just dropped them all there, and she low key killed the entire population by doing that. You know why? She upset the ecosystem. So what she did is she introduced a lot more prey, and predators moved in and wiped out all the fish in that area, and then they moved back out. And so and plus there wasn't enough food to feed the fish. Yeah. There wasn't enough food for the fish to eat to live on. And dude, she killed all of them. It was in the news because she just obliterated the whole fish population in the area. And she's like, "Oh, I was just trying to help fish." And they're like, "Well,
stupid
next
bitch.
Time, don't just let them die."
It's just like I was watching George Carlin earlier, and he had this like whole like I like his jokes because it starts off you think, wow, this dude's being a dick, and then by the end of it you're like, I fucked with him. That's smart. I was just being a dummy. He's not being a dick. I'm just a fucking moron. So he's talking about how like global warming, fucking save certain species, endangered species, like fuck them, let them die. I was like, whoa, dude, what a dick, right? He's like, what you don't know is every day 25 species dies. It goes endangered. Today, 25 fucking died. Done. He's like, every time we fucking are like, oh, let's save this animal, we're once again trying to play God. He's like, yo, dude, it's fucking over. It's done. He's like, yeah, we wipe out some species, but fucking that's just how the world works. And he's like, and one day we will be one of those, we'll be one of those 25 species that like fucking die off. He's like, but fucking all you're doing is, he's like, so he's like, because what he's basically saying is it's nature running its course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just so happens we're the thing that's threatening these animals. So So he's like, so what if you're like, all right, panda bears are about to go extinct. So you fucking store them somewhere. You're like, all right, well, we'll just drop them off in this, this little fucking island or whatever that's just perfect for them to live in. Well, everything that's in the island is going to get fucked up because, you introduce that species to it. He's like, low key, all you're doing is just fucking exchanging one for the other. You just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's what happens when you play God. Something you do right today could fuck it up 30 years from now.
Kind of like when you go to another country, and they've got a whole new set. Like I remember, China said, long story short, China sent a bunch of toys over that had a certain kind of lead in it, and it poisoned like millions of kids in the U.S. And people were like, "Oh, they're trying to kill us. It's World War III." And they're like, "No, not at all. Our kids are just not used to that environment. They use different materials that they're exposed to every single day, and we're not."
Yeah,
the same thing would happen if we sent one of our toys over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing would happen.
I don't know, dude. China's on its own, though, dude. There's some wild shit going on over in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking. I remember seeing an article 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago about the plague is starting back up, and there's another virus. So there's another virus that just fucking popped up. I don't remember what it is. It could just totally be bullshit because I didn't really look too deep into it. But it's like this huge, just this tremendous, like, different virus. It's like supposed to be worse than the plague because of how they live and on top of each other, and this, so overpopulation and disease is running rapid because of it, and fucking shit like that. But yeah, dude, just I don't know. Like, it would definitely be cool to go over there, but also like I don't know. I know I'm that stereotypical American. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fat white guy who fucking just talks a bunch of shit all the time. So I feel like if I go anywhere that's not English speaking, or they just kind of don't really care too much for American, like the stereotype of Americans, then I'm definitely going to stick out. Hey, what's up, motherfucker? What are you doing over here? Take my picture. So if I can, it would definitely be cool to go to China. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's over there.
The thing that ruined it for me is in Spanish class, because the whole topic
Spanish class ruined China for you.
Listen to this. Listen to this. We had to learn the type of immunizations that you have to get. Just like even just go to Mexico, to go to France, go to Germany. She pulled up this thing that's like the official federal guide to how to prepare yourself to go to a country. I was like, oh, like extra socks, extra underwear, what? I think Mexico's like, you need 3 different immunizations or you're going to get sick and you could potentially die. There's like a moderate chance that you're going to die if you just go to Mexico. And I think the worst was like shit you never thought of. Like, oh, if you go to Ireland in certain areas, you need 6 to 7 different shots, or there's a 60% chance you'll die if you get a cut outside. And I was like, World of Warcraft's looking a lot better right now.
Plus, dude, I just like it's cool. Like, I think of like there's some things I want to go see. Like, if I ever got rich or had to go on tour in another country, like I would. Certain countries, not everywhere. But fucking like the 16th, is it 16th Chapel? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking that'd be dope to see. Just like, I guess, certain paintings. I mean, I'm not a paint enthusiast or anything like that, but it'd be cool to see like the Mona Lisa or something. Be like, oh yeah, that's what all the hype's about. All right, later. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, oh, this is the fucking.
Well, there's certain places I would love to go, like certain places just to see what the hype is, just to see what it's about. Like the Vatican. I've always wanted to go to the Vatican.
So I've never been interested.
I've always wanted to go to Scotland and Ireland, because Ireland, I think it's Ireland with all the castles. Ireland's got a bunch of like decayed castles that they don't mess with.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want
just moving there, bro.
Because people, it's illegal. But people,
I'm American.
Because people were asking them like, would you want to rebuild them? And they're like, no. All we do is make sure they don't fall apart. So we'll do like the basic foundation just to make sure that they're not falling apart while we're showing tourists this castle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they're like, we want to preserve history, so we'll make sure it doesn't fall apart, but we're not going to rebuild this. Because people talk about it all the time.
I'm like, I'm American. It's kind of what we do. As we go to places and we're like, this is mine now. And if you play your cards right, you can have a little bit of that shitty corner over there. You can just keep all your people over there, you know? No, you can't live here, but I do what the fuck I want, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. I couldn't go to another country. They would hate me 100%. But, yeah, is there certain places you wouldn't go?
Certain places I wouldn't go just because of like
politics, disease, whatever. Both.
The first place that would come to mind would be Korea. I feel like
obviously.
No, South Korea, bro.
Fucking Deftones are not anything about this shit.
No, South Korea, first thing, because South Korea, it's funny because I was watching this StarCraft 2 tournaments, and they're all Korean. Like, there's a lot of competition when you go to South Korea. Like, video games are huge over there. But then, I've low-key wanted to go to China, but I'm super paranoid because they eat everything.
Is that why you wouldn't go to Korea? Because everybody be better at StarCraft than you?
100%.
100%. Y'all just fucking assholes, bro. I'm out of here.
Like, what? You can lose in a game? This is lame. No. I wouldn't want to go to China, but I'd be super paranoid because they eat everything. Like, they literally eat you can go over there and eat wasp. You can go over there and eat someone's fucking...
You don't eat wasp now?
No, bro. Like, I would just be super paranoid because I'm just like, my immune system is not built for any of this. I'd get sick like a motherfucker.
Plus, like, fucking... allergies run deep in your family, like hardcore. Wouldn't that be some shit? Just some shit like you die over a bug that you even fucking like you don't eat it ever here. So like you're like, that's the thing I'm allergic to is fucking wasp or some shit.
People fucking forget that.
And people are like, you're having an allergic reaction. And nobody understands what the fuck
people
you're
forget
saying.
that the standards of living are different everywhere you go. Like, we're spoiled to the United States. Everybody's like, oh, health of our kids, health of the future. And then like college here, you don't go to college, not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? You go to Japan, people are committing suicide because they can't get into college. Or China or Japan, they're committing suicide because if you can't get into college, you can't get a good paying job. If you can't get a good paying job, you can't get married. It's like their whole thing. Absolutely not. Because we look at that and go, that's retarded. But you can literally... retarded. I don't know why I use that word. But you can literally go over there and like you can look up YouTube videos of like parents climbing the side of a school trying to help their kids cheat because if they fail that test, that's their whole life. Imagine being 18, taking a test and saying to yourself, if I fail this, my whole life is meaningless. Because low-key, I can't remember where I got posted, but there was a video that came up they got in trouble for because kids were jumping off of the building committing suicide because they failed the test.
Drew pictures on my SAT.
But seriously, how wild is that difference? That one minute difference. So imagine that with food. There's different food, like over there, I guarantee you, they're nowhere near as strict with their food as we are in the United States because we actively pay attention to it.
What's funny though is fucking when I drew those pictures on my SAT, fucking everybody at my table tried hard, and I got like a 15 because I drew pictures. And fucking everybody else is shooting like 16, 17. So I was like, bro, if I would have fucking tried, dude, I would blew you out of the fucking... I just drew pictures. Like, my artwork's better than your fucking intelligence right now, bro.
I don't know why. You just always remind me, like, every time you tell me stories like that, the caterpillar, like, oh, I'm going to be a beautiful butterfly.
Dude, for sure.
Like, bro, I drew a butterfly. Yeah.
Dude, fucking... I don't know. I knew I wasn't going to college. So I was like, I'm just going to fuck around on these SATs right quick.
But no, man. So anytime I would go somewhere, I'd just be super paranoid about what their health regulations are, because I might even be super strict. I might just be completely ignorant to that. But from everything I've heard, and especially what I learned in Spanish class about all the different, because it's a whole different culture. For years, they've eaten something and not cooked this piece of the meat. They've not cooked it like this. They've not added this. They don't take care of they don't store their food in this kind of environment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like we do. Mm-hmm. And anytime you have a shock like that into your system, you get sick. That's what gives me super paranoid.
I don't believe all that. I think Americans are the toughest motherfuckers in the world, and we could go anywhere and do anything.
You're so white, bro. You're so white.
That's not white.
You're just gonna go over there with an American flag shirt and holding a flag.
I'm gonna fucking cut my hair like your dad in the fucking back in the day, dude.
Get a mullet.
Fuck everybody up.
You're just gonna go over like America.
I'm gonna get fucking killed.
Yeah.
What's their leader? They go fucking bow down to fucking emperor. So and so can suck my fucking dick, bro. That's what you can do. Like,
yeah.
Prison the rest of your life. Like, oh, fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
I would really want to try Russia.
Russia?
Get
the fuck out of here.
I don't know why it popped in my head. I think maybe just because the colder weather. I don't know.
Advice where they go over to Russia? There's no fucking way I would go to Russia.
No, I don't know.
You don't even like vodka. You just fucking hate everything that you don't like.
What? Every Russian has vodka.
That's like their main drink over there. I'm not fucking racist.
You're like
drinking like fucking Russia's like their main. That's not what they fucking drink over there.
Like, bro, you don't even like ramen noodles. How could you go to China? You're not gonna be able to eat anything.
That's racist. My shit was real. My shit was facts.
It's just funny how when you're talking about Russia, you're just like vodka. That's like if you're going to Japan.
What else are they known for? What
Bro,
else are they known for? What else is Russia known for?
It's like if you went to Japan and you're like, bro, these people get me, and you're just walking around with a huge anime pillow. You're like, all right, guys.
Well, first of all, that's Japanese. You're fucking racist.
I said Japan.
No, you said China.
I said China.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Anyway, so
all right.
Now who's the racist fuckface? But anyway, so the thing about it is one, Russia's known for vodka. Russia's known for the dude who beat up Rocky and killed Apollo Creed. And fucking Putin. What else are they known for? KGB. Those are the four fucking things that come to your mind. It's
bro,
the only thing you know about.
You're taking this to an
bears.
argument. You're taking it to an argument. I'm just taking it. It's hilarious. It's like, bro, I want to go to Japan. Like, bro, I want to go to Japan and check out anime. It's like you get
wow, Russia.
You're like,
wow, Russia. It makes no
it
sense.
just popped in my head, bro. I want to go to every country.
America's pretty free, cool,
Most
do whatever the fuck I want. I want to go to the opposite of that, where they have shitty alcohol and just fucking the government tells you what you want to do.
I fucking love you sometimes, bro.
Just sometimes.
Funny.
Anyway,
just
so
sometimes.
fucking why do you want to go to Russia? Because my shit's Amsterdam. I would go to Amsterdam. Yeah, I had kinfolk there. That's how fucking country I am. I got kinfolk over in Amsterdam. Yeah, they came in, hung out. It was cool. Prostitution's legal. Weed's legal. See, I go to places where I'm like, oh, the things I enjoy, I'm going to go there where they're legal. You're like, the things I enjoy, I want to go where I want to go to a place where none of that exists.
I don't believe that because it was on the line. You're reading that online. Government controls online. I don't believe it. I really believe in it. You believe it? You believe in space?
No.
I don't either, bro.
I believe there's a space all around us. Anyway, why Russia?
Honestly, it was something I threw out there. I think it'd be cool.
So you don't want to go to Russia. You're like, I was going to say something wild too. I want to go to Russia. I want to go to North Korea.
It crossed my mind because it's colder. Because it's the same reason I want to go to Alaska. Only because it's colder weather. I just want to see something different. When you've been around something so long, I've been around so many fucking cornfields. I'm fucking tired of looking at cornfields. Have you seen cornfields in Russia?
Dude, I don't think there's anything in Russia besides fucking vodka, fucking goats, and fat white dudes.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. It's just funny to me.
I will say, fucking, what was the dude? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Khabib, the fucking UFC fighter. He made Russia seem tight. I was like, yo. I watched this like whole fucking documentary on his like life. I was like, this dude's fucking legit. And then he wrestled bears when he was like 3. I was like, badass. Fucking, he like used to fucking run up these mountains, badass. And then it switched over and like a YouTube video ended. It was like the next video. They were talking about how Russia, like you had to like pretty much kiss ass with the government to be somebody. Like you had to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And fucking that's how he apparently got his UFC shot. Is he like gotten good with a political leader in Russia, and the Russia political leader paid for him to come here and all that shit. And I was like, I don't know anything about that. But Khabib wrestles bears. Sounds pretty fun. Do you like Khabib?
I don't know enough about him. I haven't been keeping up with it recently.
He knocked fucking Conor McGregor out though. That was pretty fucking tight. Yeah, we didn't knock him out. He choked him out. I don't know, dude. See, I liked Conor, but fucking Conor like crossed lines hardcore. He called him like a terrorist because he's a Muslim. And I don't know. I just appreciate
went too far.
I wouldn't say it too far because it's what Conor does.
Just annoying to watch.
No, it just became a thing where it was just. So the thing that apparently happened is Khabib and his people were supposed to jump one of Conor McGregor's best friends or trainer buddies. So Conor McGregor makes it a whole big deal, like, oh, fuck your family, blah, 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 your dad's a fucking asshole, you're a terrorist, and you believe in Muslims, and all that shit. So fucking, I can respect because Khabib didn't say anything. He was just like, we'll see. And then he fucking beats his ass. But apparently why he was in the fucking octagon, because Khabib is supposed to be notorious for talking shit while he's in the ring. Like the fight before Conor, he's like, dude, give up. I don't want to hurt you. You know I'm supposed to be the one that goes against fucking Conor. And the dude like hits him. He's like, all right, and then like as he's whooping this dude's ass, he looks over at fucking Dana White. He's like, you know I'm gonna smash your boy, right? And he's like, get out of this fight first. And he's like, you're right.
Was it that one-sided?
What, the Khabib fight?
Yeah, Khabib with
for sure.
Conor.
Absolutely,
one-sided?
absolutely.
How so?
Because Khabib's that fucking his ground game was just fucking vicious, bro. So it's like fucking. He's got this thing where he like locks up your legs with his legs, and he just fucking just holds onto you and beats the fuck out of you. But what was cool is like everybody's like, if he stands up with Conor, it's fucking game over because Conor's a stand-up guy. So there's a fucking part in the fight where fucking Khabib hits him, bro, and knocks him fucking on his ass. And everybody's like, oh, because Khabib, they're like, he's just going to take him down. Like the first round, fucking delivers a haymaker and knocks him on his ass, and then he takes him to the ground and beats the shit out of him. But apparently in that fight, after like the first round leading into the second, Khabib's like, talk that shit, bro. Like now that your fucking mouth ain't helping you. And he's like, dude, it's all business. It's all business. Blah, blah. I was like, that's bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? To talk that personal about somebody and then fucking be like, it's just for fucking business. Like, nah, dude, you're getting your ass kicked and now you're trying to back out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But see, that's what's wild. It's like the Diaz fight when he lost to Diaz. I feel like that was bullshit. That Diaz didn't get a title shot or any of that bullshit. He had to fight Conor again. You know what I'm saying? It's like he pretty much had to fight Conor until Conor won. And they're like, all right, we don't want to see those fights anymore. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's fucking horseshit. I feel like Conor McGregor is a good fighter. I like him a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like how he talks shit. He's got that
100% nailed the business because I remember loosely based. Oh man, it's pretty common knowledge. He made a shitload of money, but I think he actually holds the record for making the most money.
Yeah.
In the UFC.
Oh, absolutely.
He made a few hundred million.
It was his brand, his image.
So I'll give him that. So I'll give him that on
fighting
the
Irishman
business
who
side.
talk shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'll give him that. The business side, I dig him.
But fucking, what was cool is he was always the underdog, and then it just won. What won me over on Khabib was because I didn't know shit about him. I knew he was undefeated. I knew he did the ground game, which is kind of frowned upon because everybody's like, it's boring fighting. But at the end of the day, it's boring fighting. But GSP made a career off of it, and he's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you it's like that fucking cheesing. Who?
Is Khabib still fighting?
He's the champ.
He's a champ.
Yeah,
he's not fighting right now.
No, well, are you talking about like today or like recently?
Just in general,
fighting?
Yeah.
He's fighting somebody. Tony Ferguson. He's fighting Tony Ferguson.
All right.
I don't think Tony Ferguson would be the dude. I think it's either going to be one of the Diaz brothers or fucking Masvidal. I don't know how to say his last name. The Street Jesus who baptizes people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Nick might fight because he said he didn't get to baptize Nate. He's like, dude, you're not going to baptize my little brother. He's like, plus the bad motherfucker title, like, that's my belt, bro. Because, you know, Nick's banned from the UFC for life. But fucking, anyway, I don't think it'd be Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's cool, but I don't see him being, it's like GSP. It's going to take somebody, or Anderson Silva. It's going to take somebody special to beat him because of how he fights. Or they're just going to get owed and eventually beat because, you know, it's a young man's
most people
game.
just focus on the flash fighting, whereas he's just worried about actually just winning.
What's cool is like fucking GSP, super humble guy. Never really trash talked. And when he did, it was super fucking PG. Like, I remember, like, somebody called it, said he sucked. And then, you know, like, I seen that this compilation of people shitting on him. And all of his comebacks were super, like, white, nice comebacks. Like, I'm not impressed by your performance.
Hey. Fuck you.
No, it was never like that. So fucking Khabib, I respected because Conor McGregor was just fucking teeing off on him as far as fucking shit talking. And he was just like, we'll see. How you
feel about wrestling?
The fuck out of him. Like WWE?
Yeah, like current day wrestling.
Never
you
watched
fuck with it?
No, yeah. I don't fuck with it as much as I used to. They're in that PG era. So it's just fucking, since they've gotten into that, the characters are super boring. I don't know. Wrestling is definitely cool. It's entertaining, but if it's done right. You know what I'm saying? So you got fucking something that's, it's like anime. You got, the fan base is super loyal to it, but it's just like there's no competition to it. When there's no competition to something, then it gets stale and overplayed.
Yeah, there's not really a strive to really be unique about it.
Yeah.
You just do what you want. Do
Exactly.
the minimal investment, maximum outcome. I feel
Yeah,
you.
it's kind of like with Conor. Thought he was dominating everybody for the longest time. Then he went boxing and all that shit, and he got distracted. See, that was his excuse on why he lost the Khabib fight. Was he didn't train that hard. He just got down on boxing, so he just wasn't in it mentally.
I think Khabib just had better strike power.
I think Khabib's just a fucking badass, and it's going to take something. Khabib's either going to lose through that fucking crazy knockout punch, or fucking somebody getting him on the ground and outdoing him. Which Diaz are really good on the ground, but damn dude, he's just got this whole another. I don't know. His ground game's just in a league of its own. It's fucking wild. Like how he does it. It's just fucking. I've never seen anybody else do that. I've seen people do the typical ground game and be great at it. But Khabib's a fucking monster at it.
How'd your Titans do?
They fucking beat the shit out of Jacksonville.
Cause that's all I fucking heard about today at work.
Yeah,
because they would look at me.
Titans?
It was all about there's different games that everybody was talking about, and the only time I chimed in, because they looked at me like, "Oh, bro, what do you think about this?" And I'm like,
John watches football. Let me fucking just take the information he gives me and shoot it back at you.
Literally, that's all I did. I was just like, bro, I don't fuck with it. And they know it. They always ask me it, but they know better. And it was funny. I was just like, I know Titans were kicking ass, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you fuck with Titans?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
You
bro,
damn right I
all
fuck with the
day."
Titans.
I just remember like, bro, I do not fucking watch this.
So what? You don't like football? Why is that?
I used to like playing it. It's one of those things where like basketball, football, it's super boring to watch, but it's super fun to play.
See, I think basketball is boring. Baseball is super boring to watch. Football, there's so much action though. So many hits and fucking all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Though it's just funner for me to play it. If I'm gonna do anything with it, I'm gonna play it.
You definitely got to be interested to watch anything for 3 hours. You know, but I could watch it all day. If every Sunday back when I had cable, I could just watch it. I'd get up at noon. No matter what time I went to bed, I'd get up at noon and watch the games all the way to like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I know I've just always been interested in football. I'm interested in basketball, playing basketball, but I've never been interested in watching basketball. Like when Michael Jordan was on, I'd catch a game or two, but that was it.
See, once again with basketball, I could never watch it, but I played it. I loved the shit out of it. Right for like we used to have a goal before I got crushed by a tree.
Fucking trees.
It was just fucking Groot. Where's Drax? No, it was super fun to play. I hated fucking the whole. Because originally I was gonna go on a team for it. I tried out for the team, went okay. The shooting, because I was a great shooter. Just the cardio I struggled with.
You're whack.
'cause
Everybody knows you're whack shooting.
Yeah, so back at the time though, my fucking I was also doing martial arts. I love being active for some reason.
All around badass when you're like 8. You're just fucking delivering haymakers, fucking throwing perfect baskets.
Yeah. And
You kids suck. I'm good at everything.
I was like that Russian dude, like, you are insect to me. I don't know why it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, dude. I always gonna say it. But go ahead.
Anyway, dude, no, sports were always funner to play than watch. It's super fucking boring to watch. I tried, because I got friends who watch it all the time. They're like, yo, is that, if you're like me and you, if you're like, bro, let's watch this Titans game, I'll be like, give me a couple beers and I'll watch the Titans game with you. Like every now and then, explain to me what the hell's going on, and I'm about
See,
it.
dude, that's what's funny is I had multiple girlfriends who didn't watch football or know anything about it. I'm that dude, like when I watch football, shut the fuck up and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can talk to me and cool, but don't talk to me about bullshit. Like shit that they can wait. Like, don't be like, oh, dude, have you seen that? If you just sell at Kmart? I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Sit down, shut the fuck up, and shut the fuck
like,
up.
I don't mind you being like, yo, what's going on? What's
you.
this about? Like, if you ask me anything about football, then cool. But if you're, or if you just ask me something in general. But if it's, it's like, you ever seen Big Daddy?
Is that with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's watching the hockey game, and the little kid's like, I want to watch Barney or whatever. And he's like, this only happens like once every 10 years. Okay, we'll watch Barney. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. So it's like, yo. So, because anything else, you know, that I show interest in, I'm pretty like, I'll pause it, talk to you or whatever. But football's live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind fucking teaching somebody about the game. But I'm like a nerd on it, so I'm gonna hit you with some shit. Like Kayla Lewis, that was the last person I really talked to about it. And I found myself over explaining shit, and then but it was too complicated.
Like you feel like you were kind of like, oh, bro.
I was making it harder to understand.
You were making it harder to understand because I've also tried to explain things. Like whenever I try to explain like a new game or something to you, and you're like,
you're fucking horrible at that with World of Warcraft. Well, that's what's funny.
But then because I remember. When you try to show someone something that you know extremely well and you're good at it, you have extensive knowledge, you've got years of experience, and you sit there because there's certain things that to you common sense, super common sense.
Yeah.
Like if we try to
like
talk football, I would be like, all right, so there's a ball involved.
Like, do there's 4 ball downs, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I was getting hard.
It would just be that, and then you would start breaking it down. I'm like, I'm already not interested in it.
That's what's funny about Warcraft is that you did that shit to me a couple times. Like if I could ask you something, you hit me with super details. And I'm like, so yes, can I do that? You're like Garrison. I was like, so you're like, yo, yeah, you can build a base. You're like, no, it's not really. It's not like a house though. It's like a base. You can get resources, blah blah blah. And you're like, hold on, I'm just gonna wait till you get to 90. Wait till I get to 90.
That's why I broke it down like it was like Rise. The only way I knew you'd understand is it's like Rise. You start small and you get big, and you choose what you want to focus on, money or professions.
But it was funny. You did something there the first day we played. It was pretty funny. Like I don't remember what I asked you about, but you're like, I was like, yo, is this like this all the time? You're like, yeah, no. So sometimes it just depends on the situation.
Well, see, what gets me in trouble a lot is I think out loud because I realized if I because I do that thing where I just stare. If I'm doing that, it means I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. So I was like, okay, I need to negate that because there's too many times someone would be like, yo, so what do you think about new Diablo? And I'm like, So what I'm thinking is the paladin is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So I would go out loud. I would just think out loud.
Are we fucking with Diablo 4 when it comes out?
Coming out next year?
They don't have a date. I'm just saying when it comes out, are we fucking with it?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I never thought I'd fuck with Warcraft again, but it's fun. It's just
Here
as
I
fun as I
come,
remember it.
just resurrecting shit in your life all the time. That's what I do. Call me fucking JC.
Yeah. No, it's super addicting. It's something. It's a community aspect of it. I like competitive nature. That's why aggro to PvP on any game except for like console gaming is the only thing that pisses me off. I feel the same towards console PvP like you do PC PvP right now because you get on it and you're like, bro, I'm dope. Remember Sea of Thieves?
I'm fucking trash,
You
bro.
remember how great like there at the end we got super good at Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, dude, we were fucking legends at it, bro.
We'd get on, kill several people, steal their shit, do the Kraken. They're trying to chase us, do the ghost ship, kill the ghost ship, turn around, fuck them up again.
I remember when we first started playing Sea of Thieves, we were like, well, hopefully we can get something accomplished. And now we're just like, this is going to take us like 2 hours to get all this shit done. Like, we weren't even worried about anybody raiding us or anybody fucking, or ships popping up, ghost ships.
Yeah,
we were just like, damn, dude, we've been doing the same fucking mission for like 3 hours and we didn't even need to do this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we got to do this. Well, that's 4 hours we wasted. But it wasn't even about like, we were back in when we first started. It was like, man, we got 2 treasure boxes. Do we take it in now? Do we wait? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, dude, we got like 40. I don't know what, we're going to have to fucking take them somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, so take that same frame of mind. You're like, bro, I'm about this, and you go into World of Warcraft on PC, completely different beast, and you're like,
Well, it's crazy. It's not anything similar to anything I've ever played as far as console at all. Not even in the slightest. The only thing it's similar to is Diablo on console because of the cooldowns and shit like that. But as far as the actual gameplay, completely different.
yeah. So it's like StarCraft. When we were playing StarCraft, you're like, so like Rise, we start this, come back 2 hours later. I'm like, no, bro.
So we like save it, and it's gonna be like a 6-month period. Say, well, we just play this and then it resets.
Because you're so used to watered down versions.
It's like fucking 20 minutes, bro. That's why I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Alien. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just how it is, though. Because console, but PvP, I've always gravitated towards PvP, and it was super fun to me. It was super competitive. And then as I got older, my anxiety got worse, and I was like, I'm gonna chill off PvP. And then here recently, I'm like, bro, it's coming back.
So I don't fuck with PvP as much as PvE. I like the whole sword art advantage. Just giant bosses. Each level 1 through 100. They get harder as you move up the levels. And so I like the PvE like that. But see, what's wild is like fucking World of Warcraft is the first game I played where like the PvE was like it's actual competition. You're like, oh, dude, if we don't do this right, we're not gonna win. There is no like, we're just Leroy Jenkins, even though it's ironic that's where it came from is World of Warcraft. But I carried it over to console, like on Destiny. Like if you're a Titan, you can pretty much run in shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you start dying, you just run out, hide behind a wall, heal up, run back in. Where like World of Warcraft, you're like, no, dude, they're gonna run after you, they're gonna hunt you down, and they're gonna fuck you up, and then you gotta walk all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more interested in PvE because I always like the concept of like Destiny. I always like the rating concept of like, it took a team like 12 fucking hours and fucking 6 tries over a period of a week to accomplish this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, see, World of Warcraft has the world firsts. So and it pops up on every server in the game. Where it's like world first, raid boss clear. You know what I'm saying? Like world first, in game cleared and all that shit. And it'll pop up on everybody. It'll show every person's name and their guild. Like, so
does that do it every time you do a raid, or just the first raid?
That is the first raid. So like, say the expansion drops and people clear it in 2 weeks.
That's where I'm trying to be, bro.
Yeah. Super hard, but yeah.
Well, we could do it. We got the dream team. I feel like.
That's why I always prefer PC games because there's just so much more you can do. Console games are fun as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I slept on console gaming for a long time, mainly because I just hated the controls on it.
Well, see, that's
like the movement.
That's where I was on the PC. I didn't fuck with PC because I was like, keyboard and mouse, that shit's for typing, son. It's not for gaming. Because I was always a console gamer. And then so like I remember being like when I was a kid, like 13, 14. I fucking had a PC, and my buddy tried to get me to start playing PC games. It wasn't Warcraft. It was like a Civil War game, hunting games and shit like that. I was like, that shit's for nerds, little punk bitches. Nobody plays PC. And then I got older. I was like, oh, I'm the little punk bitch. Everybody plays PC about me, you know. So I just didn't realize how big it was. So the thing that's cool about Warcraft though is like, fuck it, I put in what? How much actual time do you think I put in?
If you put it all in together, a solid week.
Yeah. So fuck it, a solid week of like hardcore, like, but it's stretched over a weekend. So we were literally putting like 12, 13, 14-hour days in. But fucking, like you said, it over, if you put it all together, it'd be about a week. So fucking, but I know in like 10 years, it's still going to be relevant. I'm still going to be on this character. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be like, I'm going to replay the same one level over and over. There's going to be new shit to do with the character that's going to be relevant. Where Red Dead's, I love Red Dead too. But I know in 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, that character's just going to be dormant. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be chilling. That game save, it's going to be dormant. It's going to be chilling.
Yeah, I mean, just to be able to log in and know that you're building towards something all the time definitely changes your enthusiasm about it. Because there's definitely a lot of things you're going to have to do that's shitty. You get on Red Dead, you're like, fuck, bro, I got to hunt. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks. I got to hunt. Like, it's fun the first 30 minutes every time you get on. Then after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours. You know what I'm saying?
I think, well, if I ever went back to Red Dead, it would definitely be on PC. Because I'm over console. There's nothing to sell me on it anymore. I've been over console. I've been over console for dude. Like I bought the Xbox. Well, LB.
Why, bro? Like that's a pretty bold statement out of nowhere for us. Used to stay up 2 weeks in a row play Destiny.
That's the only gaming I knew. I low key was just following out low gaming. I have been for the past like year and a half, 2 years. I've not been really about gaming since Destiny 1. Since we figured out about Destiny and played it hardcore.
Yeah.
And
why?
Well, when I first started like falling out of love with it was like I said, everything that I would do. Like PlayStation, when you play everything I played on PlayStation, good times, good reminiscent times, like Grand Theft Auto 3 and all that shit, and fuck it. But like now, it's irrelevant. So that time is wasted to me. This is nothing I can get back. I have nothing to show for it. PlayStation 2, Vice City, same thing. PlayStation 3 or Xbox is when I switched, or Xbox 360 is when I switched to fucking Grand Theft Auto games, whatever. Everything I've ever done. It's irrelevant. You know, I have nothing to show for it, really. Well, World of Warcraft, it's like, all right, so say I get to max level on my fucking Warlock. I'm like, oh, what do I do now? I did in-game, which fucking so much time ahead of me before I get to that point. But let's say I'm at that point. Create a whole nother character, another class, and it's a brand new game again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the same principle game, but it's completely different. Like when I was a Death Knight. Yeah. Like, dude, what the fuck is this? I'm trash again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was okay. Now I'm fucking trash again. I had people coming up to me like, yo, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Guide me. And they're like, no, fuck you, bro. Later. And then one dude was like, you're trash, but I was trash too. Keep with it. Later. You know, that's what I like about Warcraft. Is like, there's less trolling. Because, like, you know, on a console, you beat somebody, you're going to get a 12-year-old kid to call your mom a whore or a faggot. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. You beat somebody, they're gonna send you an angry message calling you. Especially not if it's a super white kid, it's gonna be the N-word. You know? So fuck it. You can just all you doing is just playing the game. Like, you know how many times I got fucking people shit on me for Red Dead because I do PvP because I beat all the shit to do. Because you know I played it when it was in the beta form and all that, so I was fucking way above everybody as far as story and all that shit online. So fucking. I'd just be playing PvP, just minding my own business. I would die, they would die. It's just you know how it is. I would kill somebody, they would send me like a message. Oh, yeah, your mom's a fucking faggot. All right, bro, I'm sorry. Like fucking, which I was like, oh, dude, I was always kill him with kindness. So I'd be like, oh, dude, I fucking love you, dude. You're the best gamer in the world, bro. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Your mom's a whore. It was always about my mom. Oh, yeah, well, you're probably a fat piece of shit. I'm like, well, it's not too far off. You know what I'm saying? But on WoW, I'll respect it because it was the first time people would come up to me and be like, you're trash. And I was waiting for like the next one. You're trash. Kill yourself, faggot. Later, I'm out. With WoW, it's just like, oh, you're fucking trash, bro. I was trash once. You get better. Keep at it. Later. But, oh, you want to help me? Like, fuck no, you're trash. Later. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, but yeah, that's what made me fall in love with console gaming. Console gaming, one, it's like, everything you do is eventually going to be obsolete.
It's a good filler. To me, it was always a good filler. Because I like Doom. I like, Well, that's cool too. I like my fillers too, though, because at some point,
Fuck that.
because I was the opposite. I played Warcraft since I was 12. I still enjoy it, but I guess maybe that's a good example for you, though. Maybe that's part of it, because I was 12 playing this, played the shit out of it, and I'm still loving it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So fucking.
Okay, I see your point
but-
now. I see your point, because there's a lot of console games. I'm like, I'm gonna play this for a week, and I'm over it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy that time. I don't feel
And
like
then,
that's,
so-
personally, I don't feel like that's time's wasted, but I feel you.
I see, to me, it's wasted because it's irrelevant now. You know what I'm saying?
So,
so fucking-
Warcraft in 30 years.
You don't know that though. When did it come out?
Well, how many times can they?
When did it come out though?
What about
Like
Grand Theft Auto?
2006.
What about Grand Theft Auto?
What
So
about?
they keep redoing a Grand Theft Auto. What if there's a new one every year? Is that still time wasted?
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
your progress. Now, if they made it where like, see, I always thought it'd be cool like Red Dead 2, right? So they come up with Red Dead 3 and they're like, because you were level 190 on your character, we're gonna give you a 50 level character.
Well,
boost.
I see what you're saying on it, and I get it.
Or like
I
you carry over your currency and shit. That's why when you were like, yo, on all your alliance characters on Greymane, you can send money back and forth. I'm like, no fucking way, bro. All right, I'm with you. So putting time into one character could ultimately make your second character better. If it's in the
yeah,
same
no,
alliance.
I don't. I see what you're saying. I
So-
just be personally, I don't think like that, but I see what you're coming.
Well, you're
from.
fucking wrong. How about that? No. So the second thing was the paywalls. There's a shit ton of paywalls. And I didn't realize how many paywalls there was until
Bro, you
you
remember
started
Destiny?
bitching about it.
You remember how
That's what I'm
pissed
saying.
we
To
were?
me, it was normal.
Bro, how pissed we were, dog.
To
Because we were
me-
like, bro, I'm not. We kept doing dungeons. We're like, bro, why can't I get experience?
Yeah.
Because I remember you're like,
Yeah.
bro, what the hell? Wait a
Because
minute.
everybody's like max level is 40.
It was
And
like
we were like,
34.
what? We were
34.
like 30? Yeah,
34. It was
yeah.
34. I remember like, bro, we're not getting
We
experience.
played for a week. And we're like, bro, because we thought maybe we were just gaining too little XP.
We
to
thought it was a
notice.
story. Remember, we thought like,
Yeah.
oh, there's
Yeah,
a part in
that's what it was.
there's a part in the story that we're not at, and we'll go through it. We'll do fire team, or I'm sorry, what's the PvP on there called?
Yeah, it's a fire team.
Fuck.
You get a fire team and you go into the fucking. I know what you're talking about. The Crucible.
The Crucible. We were going to the Crucible. We do dungeons. We're like, yo, we'll just do that. We're just not at the. There's some that we're not unlocked yet. We played a week, and we're like, and we looked it up because we're like, dude, what the fuck? Because we played hard, like 8-12 hours a day. Played
For
hard.
nothing. Was that time wasted?
Oh, for fucking what? That was wasted. I was massively pissed on that game. On that game specifically, yes, time wasted because I was so pissed off. I remember the moment we found out, 'cause I'm like, yo, John, it's a paywall. You're like, what? Like, yeah, we have to buy the expansion. You're like, how much is the expansion?
$40.
Like $40, like $20 or $40. You're like, that's fucking lame.
It was $29.99
Bro,
for the
I
expansion.
remember-
and the game was what, $3? How
Yeah.
wild is that?
Bro, I straight remember you're like, I'm over it. Because even when we had it, remember, we had it and like for
Yeah.
like a year or two after, probably not a year or two, like months after, though, a while after, a minute after we bought it. You're the one that bought it. Yeah. You bought it, and you're like, and we got on and we did like, maybe we got up to the first boss and we're like, and I heard it in your voice, you're like, you want to hop on Arc?
Yeah.
You want to harp on
Harp?
whatever it was? Dude, like, bro, I'm just over it.
Yeah,
Because I
dude.
could tell you were so butthurt about that. Yeah,
Well,
I feel
it's
you.
just
I feel you.
I don't fuck with it. See, like World of Warcraft, I respect because like yeah, there's new DLC that you got to buy. I'm cool with it. I understand that it's a business. I don't understand. I know that I'm not going to buy like a $20 game and then everything from that point on is going to be free. Like I get that, but it's like Destiny 2. We bought the first 2 expansions, and then I bought the first 2 expansions for us, and you bought the 3rd expansion. Like, all right, cool. We got our characters max level. Fucking, we're like, let's start doing raids. Oh no, you gotta buy the fucking raids. It's like you gotta
Bro,
buy
that
remember
was
that
such
paywall?
a
And I was
fucking
like, dude,
downer.
that's what I
You're
was
bringing
like,
all
this is
this back
fucking
up.
over.
See, Destiny, yeah, 100% Destiny. I
But,
agree with you.
see, Red Dead's cool. The Rockstar games are cool because there's no real paywalls, just advances. If you don't want to grind, spend money. That's cool. But fucking, see, I guess I don't really regret playing Red Dead 2 or Grand Theft Auto online. Like the online versions, I don't mind. But I just have a problem with something being irrelevant in a year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, it's like fucking, say I would rather just go play a fucking board game if I'm doing it for memories. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking night out of the week, boom, done, over. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play Warcraft. You know. But yeah, that's what really just console gaming just fucking got where it's just fucking. It's like mobile gaming almost.
Well, they've
you know
watered
what I'm saying?
I can agree with you that on that more, because they've definitely watered it down. And business is like, yo, less game, more DLC. So make the game, cut half of it out, sell it back to them, and we'll go from there. I 100% agree with you. That's why when we get to that point, I just want to keep building off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Warcraft, I'll give you that. Like, there's always something to do. There's
It's
always
like so fucking. And one thing I respect on Warcraft, it's like, all right, so what's the new expansion?
the one about to come out, or the one
The one that is out.
Battle for Azeroth.
All right, so the next expansion that comes out, I'm gonna get to play that one for free. I just can't play the newest expansion. I respect the fuck out of that. You know what I'm saying? See, when I first got into Warcraft, I thought it was just like Destiny. Because I played with somebody and they're like, oh, you got to get the expansion to play the game. And I was like, that's fucking lame. Like, every fucking expansion that comes out, I'm going to have to buy it to fucking play it. But I respect the fact that you pay $14.99 a month, you play everything that they have to offer except the newest DLC. And when the newest DLC becomes the last year's DLC, you get to play that. You just stay a fucking step behind everybody who's paying.
See, I remember having that argument with somebody. They're like, "Oh, bro, you pay $15 a month? Not about it. Not about it." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's $15 a month, and that always keep your character. Even if you play for 2 months, like hardcore, and then you quit for like fucking 5 years and come back, your characters are still there waiting for you. And then you can just play all the expansions before the newest one for free."
Exactly.
Like I have a lot of friends I've met over online that's what they do. They'll quit for like a year or two and wait for an expansion to come out, and they'll come in and just knock out 1 or 2 expansions.
Well, that's like fucking. That's why Blizzard slowly just crapped up and became my favorite developer because it's just how they do shit. And I was like, yo, because I didn't know anything about that. It's always been console gaming. It's always been like, oh, you want cool shit? You're gonna pay me for it. Oh, you already paid me for it? Well, guess what? Now you're going to pay me another $40 to play a fucking map. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, it's just horseshit to me. It's like 2K. Like the 2K is I don't know how familiar you are with them, but they do basketball games and all that shit. Well, all right, so say you buy 2K, the newest basketball game. As soon as the next one comes out, they take it all offline. So you can't play online anymore. Like, as soon as it's done, game over. Same way with Maddens don't do that, but 2K does. There's like, yo, instantly. Because I was like, I remember I bought a basketball game, but I was like, I ain't never played a basketball game since I was like 8.
So is it Blizzard or is it just PC gaming in general? Because a lot of the PC games will have that too. Where they just come out with the
Blizzard's
game.
the only thing I have experience with.
All right.
So I don't know yet. But fucking, that's like I would like to get Sea of Thieves for PC. I'd like to get Red Dead 2 for PC.
Do you prefer the gameplay of PC over console?
Yeah. Well, it's still getting you fucking used to the controls. That's
because you can actually make it
right
so
now.
You can plug a controller to it.
Yeah, but how would you do that with all those spells on a controller? I feel like that would
Warcraft
it with rather than just get used to the controls.
Right, but what I'm saying is on other games, like other PC games, you can there are ways to program it into it.
I just don't know how you would see. There's a lot of fucking spells, bro.
You're missing it. So what I'm saying is, past World of Warcraft on other PC games like Diablo, would be easy to do it with.
Oh yeah,
because you can. So I'm saying, if you should ever, that's what I liked about PC is if you just prefer the controller, just plug the controller in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck that. I'd rather just get good at the keyboard than I'm set on all PC games. But yeah, I would like to get Red Dead 2 because see that comes into factors. So like, all right, you don't like Red Dead 2 on a console, but you're gonna fuck with it on PC. But you got mods. So even if the game like Grand Theft Auto. They've built a whole roleplay element game that's completely different from anything. You know what I'm saying?
PC modding,
shit like that.
PC
you know what I'm
modding.
So even if you're like, yo, well, why are you buying Red Dead 2 on PC? So even after the game's technically dead and not coming out with new content or whatever, you can mod it like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what was cool. That's what blew my mind about Minecraft. I never understood how that stayed relevant because I was like, I played the base game because I was like, I'm gonna see what it's about. I'm not gonna knock something until I try it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I try it. Like a week or two, I was like, this is cool, but I don't understand this. People are making a living off making videos about this. So then I started watching a couple of the videos, like, what are they doing different? Like, is there a way to make this funner? It's modding. If you play on PC, people mod that shit all the time, and a lot of them are for free. A lot of them are just programmers in the room wanting to make a video game, but they're like, yo, I'll just mod Doom. I'll mod the new Doom, and I'll add a mod for everyone's fucking Morty, and you play Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like just weird, crazy shit that they'll plug in their own shit for, just to make it that much more interesting.
So what's funny is Zach's who got me into Minecraft. I didn't know shit about it. I never played sandbox games, and fucking so popped up. He's like, "Yo, you ever played Minecraft?" I was like, "No, that shit's for kids." He's like, "Nah, dude, fuck with it." So Zach Duncan's like, "Yo, dude, try this." He fucking kind of explained to me what I'm trying to do. I'm like, "What's the go?" Where I'm trying to go? He's like, "There is no go. You make the goes." And I was like, no way. We stayed up for like fucking 12, 13 hours playing Minecraft together. But yo, I was super fucking drunk. I remember I built a fucking wall just in the middle of nowhere. I came back the next day sober. I was like, "Whoa, dude, why'd you build this fucking wall? You're stupid." He said, "You did that." I was like, "Oh no shit." He's like, "Yeah, you just started building a wall, and you just went off and did something else." I was like, "Bro," so I was blackout drunk to the point where I was just building walls everywhere. Fucking like, build a wall.
All right,
here.
Randy Marsh. All
Yeah,
right.
dude, exactly.
I think the coolest one is that they've modded it to. There's so many mods. If you think of it, they've made it like Minecraft. Like there's a 3D mod where it's not blocky. They make it like actual real graphics, like a Call of Duty type graphics. It's like the shader something, and they added that to it. But then they added it like zombies. Like there's all different types of PvP. Like, that's what I fucked with, and that's why That's why I'm about PC gaming, because it's so malleable. Like there's not just one way of doing it.
I seen Left 4 Dead where they replaced the zombies with Minecraft zombies. That shit was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You just be sitting. No, you just be sitting there, and dude, everything looks super fucking detailed and good. And all of a sudden, like you turn around, and there'd be like fucking hundreds of fucking Minecraft zombies just going running after him. He's like, "Oh shit, guys! Oh shit!" Because like, I remember he trolled it. It was like on YouTube.
Zoinks.
He fucking trolled us because he was like, "Yo, the new fucking Left 4 Dead 3 graphics are wild." Or it was the new Left 4 Dead that was coming out. And I was like, "Oh, dude, it does look good." And he turns. Oh, well, low key, I was like, "Yo, looks exactly the same, but all right." And he turns. I was like, "Oh, this is fucking Minecraft zombies." That's like me and Zach. We played Left 4 Dead one night, the first one. I was drunk as fuck. I used to get drunk, go to his house and play games, and fucking. We played Left 4 Dead for like fucking 30 minutes, and we got to the end of that story, and fucking I was like, "Oh, dude, what now?" He's like, "I think we beat the game. And fucking it turns out we didn't beat the game at all. We just fucking beat a chapter out of it. We thought we did. We go, this game's short as fuck.
Glad to see you coming around to PC games, bro. Glad to see you coming around.
Thanks for introducing me to him.
It's no problem, bro. You need to build your fucking PC.
Yeah, dude, let me borrow $800 right quick. I'll be right on it.
All right, so me and him
Well,
are
I
gonna
guess
go.
Technically, you'll be on it because you're gonna still build it too. You fucking buy one
All
and
right,
build it
so
and give it to me.
you want $800? So we're gonna get off here. We're gonna go to back behind the shed, and John's gonna get this $800.
Suck a golf ball through a garden hose?
He's gonna taste success, and we're gonna be on our way.
Later.